Ooni has made a very huge announcement concerning his son and Olori Naomi's return back into the palace. And as it is right now, they can remain say who he won't pay them, make him pay them. And the Ooni does not even care who is happy for him or who is not happy for him at all, as he is more interested in having his family back into the palace. So, with every single thing that has transpired over time, every single thing that has gone on and off in the palace, it does not bother the Oni of Ife. All he is concerned with is to see to it that his family returns sound and healthy into the palace. And these have actually been one of the things that the Oni has focused on, as it is his top priority, not what people think or what people feel. Because when if you ask people, they will tell you that Naomi should not come back into the palace because at a very long run, they prefer the drama that these women keep putting up in the palace day after day. Yes, they prefer it that way. This very drama that keep putting Oni on the wrong map, that very drama that keep giving him the wrong name, that is what they prefer. But right now, the Oni has come out to make a very, very huge announcement to the public and everybody that is concerned. And this, it is just alerting us that any moment from now, we will see Olori Naomi in the palace live and direct, and she will be there in flesh and blood. So as it is right now, no, my people, Oni has come out categorically to tell everyone who cares to hear, all the people who have been so concerned about Naomi's return back into the palace. He has called on an open notice to let them know that his wife and son would very soon be back into the palace. And what he is doing is that he is cleansing every single thing that does not deserve to be there. He wants it off before Naomi would return back into the palace. And if they speak about any single thing that does it's not meant to be there, then what is the only talking about? Only is technically talking about all the women he has been trying over time to get rid of, because these things, that is how it works. If you don't want something, you get rid of it. You can't keep things, including the ones you don't want, simply because it belongs to you. No, even people who gets to buy things, when they feel I don't need this particular one again, they do away with it because life has to move on. And when these things becomes a hindrance to your prosperity, they become a hindrance to your progress, you ought to do away with them. So technically, what the Oni is doing is that Oni is just trying to eliminate every single thing that have seemed to be a hindrance to his growth, to him having what he wants and bringing Olori Naomi back into the palace. So that is what the Oni is trying to tell us. And from this day forward, he is saying that no matter what happens, he will not let go of his wife again. So remember when the woman of Ile-Ife brought up a concern when the Oni said that the court had ruled in his favor to take a decision of whatsoever he wants with this woman in the palace. It became actually a thing of concern because gradually, these women became entitled. That's the same thing we were talking about Miriam. There was a sense of entitlement with this woman that the palace is my place. And that kind of entitlement, yes, it's true. When you get married to a man, and it's true, the place becomes your home. But the way these women are doing it is not good. Every woman that gets married to a man, a place becomes a home where she built. But this woman, a palace is a place where they are destroying. Why? Is it not your home? Or do you think that someday your husband will no longer be the king, then you have to move out? No, now. It is not done that way. But them, that is what they are doing. And they are doing it with every single thing that exists in them, just to make sure that the palace does not stand. Them, they are just fighting to break it down when others are trying to build. So it is now quite contradicting what exactly these women hope to achieve. So my people, but as the whole matter can't take be right now, Oni has said if you're happy for him, it is none of his business. If you are not happy, it is none of his business, because his concern is to bring Naomi back into the palace. That is just his concern. And what he wants is to see that Naomi comes back with her son and there is peace, there is joy, there is growth. Because what Oni has not experienced in the palace over time is growth. Yes, he has not experienced it because all of these women have not even given him the room to experience that growth at any point at all. They haven't. All they keep doing every day is fight, 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 fight. They fight today, they fight tomorrow. Today they are doing this, tomorrow they are doing that. And it has become a continuous process. And to them, it is a thing of joy. It is a thing that they are celebrating, it's a thing that they are embracing. To them, that is it for them. So my people, right now, the Oni has made this public statement, and you know that when the Oni comes out to say things like this, it always pains this woman, because he would never say something like this concerning them. Before now, we're asking that, why won't you guys sit down, evaluate your life, or look into it very well, and ask yourself, what are we doing wrong that the owner is not celebrating us? What exactly are we doing that is not right? What are we getting involved in that the owner might not like or does not like? But these are things that these women don't do. Day after day, they keep doing the same thing. Minute after minute, they are doing the same thing. They are attacking Naomi's church. They are going to Akure for this. They are going for that. They are going for, all of these things put together. These women keep being the same, and they get worse as days passes by. So right now, it is indeed a thing for the own need to reconsider, but he is not going to reconsider, because he as it is right now that these women are not in the palace, I believe the kind of peace the own is experiencing, it is even far more better, far better than whatsoever it is that they were giving to him when they were around. So right now, no, my people, now so this matter can be. And when it comes to this point, people like Toby Phillips, they will not be happy. People like Ronke, they will not be happy. All of them, they end up not being happy, because they know very well that they only needs peace. Yeah, they cannot give him peace. These are one of the things that made the DJ of Akure to even ask that, could it be that the Oni is not seeing what is happening in the palace, or he's deliberately giving it a deaf ear? Yes, he even had to ask. It got to that point that he asked, because from the show of character, these women are behaving day after day like they are not doing anything, like nothing is happening. And then the people outside are seeing it. The people who are outside there following are seeing these things. And you know how people can exaggerate things, whether they know the truth or they don't know the truth. All they know is that something is happening, and they ought to transmit it out there to the public. That is it for them. So no matter how they are going to tell the public, that is their concern. That is why when one issue happens, you will see different views. Everybody coming out to come to say the person's side of the story, not minding if it is true or it is not true. But that is the internet for you. So right now, no, my people, no matter what happens, the owner is warming up to welcome his wife and child into the palace as it is right now. And he do get it to a person won't do. Even the people who don't vex tire. The people who won't fight, they don't fight tire. So right now, it remains say make all of us gather celebrate as Olori, Naomi and Prince Tadenikawo will be returning back into the palace as it is right now. So as it is, this one no can be rumor again. Or the Oni is serious this time around, because all these while the Oni has never proven seriousness. He has done over and over again, but this time around it seems like a sure thing for us. So my people, now so this matter it can't take be right now. The Oni is welcoming Naomi and her son back into the palace.